We talk about this a lot with our students because in C-Trade, we do student development programs for mostly minoritized students. And I think all of that all of those non-dominant identities and when these things happen really contributes to imposter syndrome.
Yes.
And so it's really important for our students and our junior faculty and everybody to recognize when something is contributing to, when they have imposter syndrome, when something's contributing to imposter syndrome, so that they then can say, okay, you know what? I'm going to overcome it this way. We're always trying to give them tools to overcome that imposter syndrome. It might not mean that you're actually going to do something at that moment in time, because like you said, it's
Yeah.
a balance, but to
Hmm.
recognize it, that it's going to contribute to your imposter syndrome. What tools, what strengths are you going to use to overcome that?
And that's where activator, like in an individual, but in a community, is so important here because it's okay, now still take some action, still
Yeah.
move forward, still apply for that grant, still apply for that position, understanding that there are barriers that may be in place. They're not insurmountable. And there are exceptions to the rule, and there are people who overcome it. So I think when we talk to ourselves and talk to students, we have to remind ourselves and see those models of excellence. So back to like Jeanette's thing, if she can do it, I can do it kind of thing. We have to see those, and if we don't see those, then it's more likely that we're going to be like, yeah, I have no hope. There's no way I'm going to get there or whatever.
Yeah.
Wow, this is a great conversation.
I'm laughing, Danny, because I did not even think about it until you just said it at that moment in time. My activator, so anyway, so my programs are that students apply to PhD programs for the most part. And every year, most applications are due on December 1st. And so every year I'm sitting there thinking, and like Thanksgiving, I'm like, okay, what letters of recommendation have I written? And then all of a sudden it'll dawn on me that I've not written some for one of my students. And I'm like texting them or emailing them. And I'm like, hey, oh, and then inevitably I get back, oh no, I'm not ready. I can't do this. And I didn't realize that my activator kicks in on that, because this past year, I was like, the Saturday after Thanksgiving, you're meeting me up at the school and we are writing those applications together. So I'm laughing. I'm like, oh, it didn't dawn on me. That's a
That's
good use of
It's an
activator.
excellent use of Activator. Plus your developer and other strengths. I think that you're seeing potential in people, but then taking action on it. And again, it's not you taking action always. It's
Yeah,
encouraging it's an influencing strength. And
yeah.
we need more of that, particularly for those of us who let the imposter syndrome overcome us.
Because we see their strengths, right? We
Yeah.
see that they
Yeah.
can excel in that and that
Mm.
they're ready and they're ready to go. But as the person doing it, you don't see that in yourself. And we definitely need someone who's going to push us, who sees that in us. And I am incredibly grateful and lucky that my PhD advisor was that type of person who like saw what I could accomplish long before I could see it and would
Yeah.
put me in those situations. And so I try to, because I realize how much that helped my own self-assurance and my abilities, right? There's still times where I'm just like, oh, I'm not a real scientist. This is scary. What am I doing?
Mhm.
But knowing that there's someone who is cheering you on in the background, who supported that, who saw that in you is so helpful. And so pushing for your students to do that, it's just, no, we're going to do it. And if you get a no, you get a no.
Yeah.
That's the worst that can happen, right? And you learn from that experience and you go on and do it again. And
Yeah.
I think that's the part that like is necessary. And as an activator, you're just like, no, step one is you write the application. Let's go. Let's do this.